Menteri Rangba ka jylla u Conrad ke sangma hene kasngi uloong bakakam jngohkai ha Meghalaya kanlong ka bajop setang lada baroh ki kunhun ki badon benta hakakam ki jingiatreilang kumshi benta jong ka jingdon jingem hakamariang ulakran ya kania haba yeshim benta ha ka jingalang pun ko bor ki tourism champion ka Meghalaya ka bala pelong ha orchid lake omyam kani ka program ka bala pelong da katanat jngohkai ka sarkar Meghalaya ka wanra lang ya ki kunhun badon benta ki kam jngohkai ki nong sengkam ki nong shna jingshna ki samla pulie ki nong ilam shnong bat ki nong yo jingmentoi na kaleng ka jong ka jylla kani ka jingalang ka pen iru ya ka jing persyang jong sarkar ban pen klanya ka kam jngohkai lingba ka jing sengkam hi da kishnong ka jing penro ya ki jing tei ka jing penro ya ki sap trikam bat ka jing thau ya ki lat kamai ka ji haba kran ha ka jingalang u menteri Rangba Conrad ke sangma ula nyau ya kani ka jingalang kum u maumer bakongsan ha ka jing ya lenti ki kam jngohkai ha Meghalaya ban ula ai khuble ya ka tanat jngohkai bat kiwei haba kran halor kalenti ya ka jylla ha ki kam jngohkai ulong ba ka to kani ki project ba paunam kidang don ha kani ka jing pentrai menta kunthop ka shillong ropewe ka mau kodok skywalk ka rain museum ha mau sanram ka living root bridge museum bat ki tourist center ha sora mandal gre bat siju kiwei pat ki bayaran benta bedon lang ki kunthop ya usembut menteri Rangba ba perstun tensong MLA ka umsning Dr Celestine lingdo MLA ka mau hati ba Charles Marngar MLA barim ba nong ai boit ka tanat jngohkai ba lambor malngyang nalor ki he officer ka sarkar ki kunhun badon benta ha ki kam jngohkai ki nong yo jingmentoi ki nong shna jingshna da ki ti ki samla puli bat ki nong sengkam ki bawan na kalengka jylla.
Whether we're able to meet the expectations that they had while they decided to come to Meghalaya is really the most challenging and the most important part. And hence we would like to see that whenever a tourist comes to Meghalaya, they should ensure, or rather we should ensure, that they get the best experience of their lifetime. And when I say experience, and I can tell you as a person who also loves to travel, it's not always about the best hotels or the best food or the best place to stay. It's about the small things that we experience as an individual, as a tourist. Maybe just the smile on the face of the driver who's driving me. Or maybe somebody who'll just be kind when I go and I'm feeling some difficulty. Some simple, humble person helps me. These small things ultimately make the difference for a tourist, apart from, of course, infrastructure. So the human touch, the fact that we need to ensure that the experience of the tourist is something that he or she will remember for life. And I think when we go through this entire process of how we build tourism and look at all these micro things is really where the real challenge lies, and that is how we will differentiate the tourism in Meghalaya compared to any other part in the country and the world. So therefore, with this thought process in mind, I'm just sharing with you, how I have been thinking and how the department has been working, how the government has been working when it comes to tourism. As I said, a lot of people come and they look at just a narrow view. Just a narrow view, and they say, oh, what is this concert going to do for us? Why are we spending money on this concert? And we don't realize it's not about just that one concert. It's about building the brand of Shillong and brand of Meghalaya. And that event allows us to build that brand and create that space where people then start to look at Shillong and Meghalaya in a particular way. And that's the larger perspective. The people who come in, who end up spending the money, experiencing the music, at the same time experiencing the culture and the food of Meghalaya. One has to broaden the mind and understand the larger goal that we have in mind. A lot of negativity comes when we talk of even hotels that we're building up out here. You all know that the Taj Spa and Resorts is going to come up in this area, right where the orchid is. But these also were looked at from a very, very narrow perspective, very sadly. And let me share with you Though it's a very simple thing to explain and talk about in media, but one doesn't realize the negative impact these comments make regarding the brand of Meghalaya which we're trying to build in the rest of the country and the world. People notice these kind of comments. People notice this kind of views. And it's not Conrad Sangma or government of Meghalaya who's affected by comments like these. It is all of you who are present out here, who are the stakeholders, who are the people who are ultimately benefiting from all the policies being created, the infrastructures coming out. It is you who is affected by such negativity and also such narrow comments. Yes, concerns are always there, and concerns need to be addressed. And our government has never shied away from addressing those concerns. But the thought process and the outlook should be a positive one. The thought should be of how we move forward, not how we move backwards. The idea should be to be able to create opportunities for our people, not close opportunities for them. And hence it is very important for us as a government, as stakeholders and as a society to understand this larger goal and this larger vision that we have. And to remember that every single step we take adds towards the larger long-term journey and this long marathon that we have in front of us. These small steps, small events, small big projects, all of this helps us to be able to achieve the larger goal that we are trying to bring to our state, which is to ensure that the tourism sector thrives, to ensure that job opportunities and livelihood is created through the tourism sector. As you're all aware, in the last 8 years, massive change has taken place in the tourism sector alone. We expect many, many more things to happen in the future. And while the tourism sector grows, as you can see and hear from different participants, it's not big players alone. It's not the government alone, but it is individuals like you who ultimately benefit from the growth in tourism. When a large resort comes in here, it makes Meghalaya one of the premier destinations for tourists who want to come and visit Meghalaya. As one of our elders, Bakashandi, was mentioning, that we would like to see Meghalaya come in the global map. Well, this is how we create the global icon and the global map, is to ensure that global projects, iconic projects come up out here. And you'll be very, very happy to know that many, many projects have been implemented in the tourism sector. Many of them are being implemented as we speak. And in the next 2 to 3 years, there will be a massive transformation that is going to take place in the tourism sector, where we will see large iconic projects, whether it's the Shillong ropeway, whether it is the Mokkodok, the skywalk that is coming up, whether it is the rain museum that's going to come up in Mawsynram, whether it's the museum for living root bridges, whether it is our overall tourism center which is coming up in Sora, or in Mandalbre, or in Siju. In all of these projects, as you said, investments are being made to ensure that we're able to enhance the overall quality of experience for the tourist at large. And therefore, we are very hopeful that we will be able to create the right ecosystem for development of tourism in the days to come. And we're very hopeful that all of this will ensure also that we carry our people along with us and ensure that while the tourism sector grows, our people, our local boys and girls and our entrepreneurs should get the benefit of the different programs and schemes that we have. One last last point, as you are all aware, that the Umroi airport is also being expanded. And I'm very happy to inform you that the work for the expansion of the runway has already been allotted. It was allotted on the 1st of April and by Government of India, and therefore the runway work must and will start very soon, and we expect that in 15 months' time this expansion work should